Hey ladies, welcome back. We are on day 2 of 100 Days of Praise and Positivity. I'm Amber Masterson and I am so excited to be going through this series with you. So, I kind of had an oopsie in this video, and when I went to record my Bible journaling of this video, it actually did not record. My phone died, and so I am going to show you what I ended up doing on that, but I don't have the process video and I'm so sorry. Fortunately, I did get my actual journaling in the devotion done. So grab some distressed crowns or whatever you have. I'm always going to encourage you to use what you have. So if you have some, acrylic paint or Posca pens, let's just start creating a really fun, bright background. Now, I am using some really bright distressed crowns, and distressed crowns are really fun. There's a lot of different ways you can use them, but the way that I'm doing is I'm just scribbling on the colors that I want. And then you're going to see here in just a moment, I'm going to fast forward through some of this, but here in just a moment, you're going to see that I take a baby wipe. Now, you could also use water just like on your finger. I like the baby wipe method. It keeps my fingers a little cleaner and it just is really fast and easy. So after I get all of my scribbles on there the way that I want them, at that point, I'm going to take a baby wipe and I'm going to start with the lightest color first. And I'm going to start smoothing and blending in those colors. So I'm going to let y'all watch this process and then we'll talk a little bit more here in a moment. Okay, we've got that done, and now I just want to add a little more to the background. So I'm going to do some paint splatters. To do paint splatters, I just take acrylic paint, usually Apple Barrel. It's cheap from Walmart. I water it down, and then I just get it on the tip of my paintbrush, and I tap my paintbrush. It adds a little bit of unique character to the background of your page. It's really fast, it's really easy, and then once it's done, I just dry it. So I like the look of the messiness, especially with the consideration of what day 2 is talking about. All right, now it's the lettering time. I've personally pulled out a Posca pen. Now, use whatever hand lettering pen you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with hand lettering yet, that's okay. Go and create something beautiful on your computer with fonts you like. Print it out on clear sticker paper. I am choosing to go through this book and I am hand lettering each verse. That way I have time to reflect on the verse, meditate on it. That's what I've chosen to do with this book. You might want to use this time to write a prayer in this space. I can't wait, honestly, to see how you do yours. That's what's going to be so interesting is seeing everyone's unique designs and how they have decided to approach this devotion. But what I've chosen to, at least for now, is to do the verse. And then at the bottom, it says, "Today I praise God for." And that's a great space for you to fill in all the things you're thankful for today. I took into consideration what we were speaking about today, what the devotion was talking about today, and I am thanking God for turning what could be a really ugly past into something really beautiful and for His glory. Ladies, I don't know how much you know me, but I've had a pretty easy life, raised in church, good parents, but I faced some hardships in life as an adult. When it was a little bit before COVID. And my husband and I went through a really difficult time in life just figuring out adulthood. And God thoroughly has taken that time of really where I was in a depression and turned it into something really beautiful. And so that's really where I'm kind of reflecting and thanking him for taking what I could not see beauty in at the time and teaching me and growing me to get me to the spot that I am today. So for that, I thank God for those valleys that he took me through. Okay, so now let's turn our attention over to the Bible journaling page in Ecclesiastes 3:11. But really, I taped off quite a bit of my verse. So I started off washi taping my verse, and then I did diagonal stripes with washi tape. From there, I took distressed oxide, and I just picked out all my really bright, fun colors, and I just made a really funky pattern. So when I pulled that washi tape off, it just looked crazy and happy and fun, and I loved the look of it. It was not what I typically do, and I like the uniqueness of it. From there, I took a pink Posca pen on those white lines where the washi was, and I just made a thin stripe on those, and then I added my lettering. So I'm excited to see what you do with yours, and I'm going to give you a final look of both of my pages before we end day 2 of 100 Days of Praise and Positivity. Ladies, before you get off here, I just want to say I would love to see what you're doing in your devotion. So head over to Facebook. There's a group called Bible Journaling in Faith, and it is an amazing group of women that are like-minded, that love Jesus. And every week we will be doing a weekly recap on what we have learned through the devotion through the week, what stuck out to us. And so we want you to be a part of that. So head over Facebook, look up the group Bible Journaling in Faith, find us and join in. If you're not on Facebook, tag me on Instagram. On Instagram, I am at Created Journey. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for day 3 of 100 Days of Praise and Positivity. Bye, guys.